Welcome back everyone. So today we're going to be talking about training and we're going to be talking about do's and don'ts with Sensi. So I want to talk to you about training first. So training yourself is so important and Sensi are brilliant at offering training for us. So if you go into Workstation and if you have a look at the training tab, if you click on there, there are so many unbelievable trainings available from people at home office or from the Sensi staff, from other consultants, from superstar directors, absolutely loads on everything you could ever think of. So whether it's getting more parties, whether it's getting more customers, whether it is recruiting new consultants, there's training on everything. So self-development in this business is really important. So make sure you go to your Workstation, grab yourself a pen and paper, get yourself a cuppa and have half an hour just scrolling through and having a look at some of the amazing training videos on there. There's also great trainings on YouTube as well, so it's worth having a look on YouTube. You can literally type in anything that you want really. You can type in how to recruit in direct sales, you can type in how to recruit in Sensi, you can type in finding new customers. There's people on there from all different direct sales companies who are willing to share their tips and things that have worked for them as well. So there's loads of free trainings available. There's also loads of books and podcasts as well that you can have a look at. There's Mary Christian books, they're really good. So they can talk about being a great network marketer, about getting sales, about getting recruits, whatever it is that you want to work on. Feel free to ask on your team page if anybody's read any books that have been interesting or listened to any podcasts as well. But your training centre on Workstation is absolutely amazing for things like that. So next I want to talk to you about compliance. So I don't want you to be scared of compliance, but Sensi does have some rules and some do's and don'ts. So you might have seen with other companies that they often sell stock or they do raffles and things like that, but with Sensi that isn't allowed. And there is really great reasons for that as well. So every company is different. So Sensi has really high standards as we sell high quality products. So they've got really high standards for a reason. That's to make it an even playing field for everyone. It's to make everything fair so that no one consultant has an advantage over another consultant. If they were to allow raffles and things like that to happen, some consultants might not be able to afford to do that. If they were to allow personal specials, if someone's saying order £50 from me and get a free wax bar, things like that, not all consultants are able to do that, so things like that are not allowed publicly. So I'll talk through the different things that you can and can't do. I don't want you to be frightened of this, it's just rules that Sensi have put in place to help everyone out, to help consultants have an even playing field. And if there's anything that you don't understand, feel free to reach out to your sponsor, your director or your superstar director, and they will be more than happy to help you if there's anything that you're in doubt with. You can also go to Workstation and all of the compliance things are on there of what you can and can't do, and there's really easy things. So it'll have a picture of an example post that you can't do and the reasons why, and then an example post that you can do and the reasons why. So it's laid out really well. So for fairness for everyone, there are rules around personal specials. So with Sensi you don't need stock. So when you start you get your kit and that is all you need. You don't need to build up stock, and that is so that it doesn't cost you a fortune. So with some of the companies, they buy in stock and they sell that stock. Sensi doesn't want you spending unnecessary money. You should only be buying things that your customers are ordering. So when your customers place the order, they give you the money for that order and you order that stuff in. If you were to be buying stock and things like that, it's going to start eating into your personal finances. And since you don't want that to happen, they want you to spend your money that you've earned on your family, not on your business, not on reinvesting in product. That's not what you want to be doing. If there's things that you want to get yourself with your 3.5 price items, or you want to build your kit up, that's absolutely fine. But since you don't want you spending hundreds or thousands of pounds on stock that you then have to go and sell. So everything that you buy in is usually bought first from a customer. They've given you the money and then you go and get it. So advertising that you've got stock for sale is not allowed. You can't say, right, I've got 5 mini warmers in the house now ready to sell, who would like them? You can't say that publicly on Facebook. That's to make it fair for everyone, because not every consultant can afford to do that. Not every consultant can afford to buy in those 5 mini warmers to have in stock. If you have got stuff in stock, that's fine, but you have to do it inbox only. It's got to be on a personal one-to-one message. You can't put publicly on Facebook that you have stock in the house. You can't put a post on Facebook or on a selling page or on eBay or anything like that saying that you have stock to sell. You can advertise products that you're going to order for customers, but you can't say that you've got it in as stock. If you have got stock in, if you've ordered extra stuff or if you've had a cancelled order or something like that and you've got things in that you would like to sell, then you can sell them to your customers on a one-to-one inbox only. That's absolutely fine. So you could write up a list. When you get your 3.5 price products, you can build up things to have in. You can build up wax bars, you can build up mini warmers if you want to. You can make a list of those and you can inbox one-to-one to your customers, friends or family saying this is what I've got if and you would like anything. That's absolutely fine. You can't do it on a group message, you can't do it in mass to people, but you can do it one-to-one in person, over the phone, or on an inbox on a one-to-one. You just copy and paste it to your customers. That's fine, but you can't put stock publicly, and that is just to keep it an even playing field for everyone and keep it fair for everyone who can't afford to buy stock in. Also, if you want to do a fair or an event, that's fine. So you can't set up a shop, you can't open a shop that's a permanent place that you're selling products from. You can't go into a retail premises and ask them to have your products on sale there to sell publicly. But if it's a one-off fair or event, that's absolutely fine. So for example, at Christmas time, or there might be something like the Ideal Home Show, things like that. You can book a one-off event, that's no problem at all, and you can take stock with you. You can have it there to sell because that's classed as a one-to-one basis. You can have that there, so when customers come up to your stall, you can sell them that stuff. That's absolutely fine. What you can't do is you can't put a photo or take a selfie with all of your products in the background saying come down and see me, I've got all of this for sale. That is not allowed. You can have a display of 10 products on your table, so a mixture of different products, about 10 products, and you can take a photo and say that you're doing the event that day if anyone would like to come down, but you can't say I've got all of this in stock. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So stock you can have, you can get little bits in and you can inbox on a one-to-one basis, or you can do a one-off fair or event because that is classed as one-to-one to those customers that come. But you can't post everywhere on Facebook that you have stock, you can't say publicly anywhere that you have stock. Hopefully that makes sense. But you can do it on an inbox one-to-one message only. So that stops anyone having an unfair advantage because not everyone can afford to purchase those things. You can also do personal specials, so you could decide that every customer that spends £50 with you that month will get a free scent circle or a free wax bar. It's totally up to you. You can offer that. You can't offer it publicly though, because not all consultants will be able to afford to do that. But if you can, if you've getting things with your 3.5 price items and you've got things in and that's what you'd like to do, that is absolutely fine on an inbox one-to-one basis only. You can put publicly, ask me about my personal special. That's absolutely fine. You can't say what it is though. When people comment on there, you can message them and say what it is, inbox one-to-one only, or you can one-to-one inbox all of your customers with the same message, but you can't put it as a group. Hopefully that makes sense. So you can't say you've got your warmer in the house for sale, but you can inbox it, just because not everyone can afford to do that. Sorry, I'm just checking my notes. I've said about events. So you must sell Scentsy products at the price that they are advertised by Scentsy publicly. So if a wax bar is £7.25 and you're putting it on public, that's what you will sell it for. If that month it is the scent of the month, it might have 10% off, so you can advertise it for that price. That's fine, because that's something that Scentsy are offering. You can also advertise things like Perfect Scentsy is a little bit cheaper. You can advertise the buy 5 get 1 free wax bars, because that is something that Scentsy offers. That's absolutely fine to offer yourself because they're doing that. If you had a personal special on something, so say you'd used your host rewards to purchase things and get extra things, you might be doing, I don't know, for example, you might do a mini warmer and a wax bar for £30. So normally that would be £31.25. But if you've put 6 wax bars through as a 6-pack and you're getting 1 free, you could do it that way. If you sell 6 of them, you could do a mini warmer and a wax bar for £30. But you can't put that public, that is the price for that. You can put on, ask me about my personal special. So you can't say what the personal special is and you can't say a price. And when people message you, you can then say, I can do a mini warmer and a wax bar this month only for £30 if you're interested, or you can inbox all of your customers individually, but you can't put that public. Hopefully this is becoming a pattern and it's starting to make sense to you. If you're in doubt of anything, just ask on your team page, just ask your sponsor. It's absolutely fine. Don't be frightened of it. We just want you to do it the right way to keep it fair for everyone. And these are rules that are in place from Sensi. So Sensi do have a team of people that watch out for these rules being broken. They do have people investigating it. If you are found to do something that is out of compliance, Sensi tend to give you a warning. So your first time, depending on what it is, your first time Sensi usually give you a warning. If you're found to be doing it more than once, you can lose your account with Sensi, and that's not what we want. We want you to do this either for a hobby or for an extra business or whatever it is that you're doing this for. We want you to enjoy the experience and not get into trouble. If you do get a warning message about something, that's absolutely fine. It's just Sensi saying to you, look, you probably don't know, but this is something that you shouldn't be doing and why. And they'll give you the opportunity to reply to that. But raffles are an absolute no-no. You cannot do a raffle at all with Sensi. Even inbox, one-to-one, personal, nothing. You can't give somebody the opportunity to win something by purchasing something. So if somebody gives you £2, so you can't say it to people, right, everyone, it's £2 a number and the winner gets a warmer, because everyone who's giving you £2, they're not receiving any goods in return. So Sensi don't allow that at all. So you might see raffles in other companies, but that's not something that we do here, because Sensi have such high standards and not everyone will be able to afford to do that. They don't let you pay for play, they don't let you pay for the chance of winning something without receiving anything back in return. That's not something that Sensi allow. So if there's anything that you don't understand with compliance, or if you're thinking about doing a post and you're not sure, just ask your sponsor or ask your director, and they'll be more than happy to tell you which way you can do it, which is in compliance, or whether you post fine or whether there's something that you need to change in there. All of the compliance things are on Workstation. I'm just checking that I haven't missed anything. Yeah, so all of the compliance things are on your Workstation. So you can go in and you can type in compliance and you can read. And they've got really easy do's and don'ts. So they'll have a post that says this post is fine. Then they'll have another one next to it that's quite similar, but it'll say this one's not allowed because of this. It's really, really good. So feel free to have a look on there. Keep it fair for everyone. Don't be scared. If in doubt, please ask. And hopefully that helps cover the training and the compliance. So for your trainings, you go into Workstation, you go into the training centre, and there are hundreds of trainings on absolutely everything. So hopefully that helps you with your new business. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.